What's up, guys? It's Lord Botha here with another video, and if you haven't heard, it's been revealed that Robert Downey Jr. will be returning to the MCU, but he will not be reprising his role as Iron Man. Instead, he will become a new role. He will be returning as Victor Von Doom. At least we assume it's Victor Von Doom and not some other kind of iteration of Doctor Doom, but he will be playing Doctor Doom. It was revealed here at the Hall H Comic-Con event for Marvel, and we'll go ahead and play this short clip for you where they do the review. There you can see they're introducing him, the big reveal, and yes, it's him. Crowd's going nuts, they're cheering. The big reveal, Robert Downey Jr. will be returning to the MCU. Yes, loud cheers, everybody's excited at the return of this man. But what does this overall mean for Marvel? And also, what does it mean for Robert Downey Jr.? Well, it's clear that his foray into acting gigs beyond the MCU has been hit and miss. He started off with things like Dr. Dolittle, and he's had the Sherlock Holmes franchise, which I think he's had since he was in the MCU, which has also been kind of hit and miss and seems to be on a very long hiatus. And then, of course, though, we have the Oscar-winning performance that he put in Oppenheimer, which did propel him back to the kind of star status he was at Marvel. So Robert Downey Jr. is probably going to be A, excited to have those fat Marvel paychecks again, and B, hoping to bring stability back to the franchise, while also counting on the stability of the franchise to continue to help his career. And my guess, knowing him over some of the interviews I've seen, he also deeply cares about the fans and wants to give them a good experience, especially considering what he knows the fans gave him, which was, for all parts, a second chance at life. I mean, we all know the backstory of Robert Downey Jr., his troubles and where he came from, and what the role really did for him as a person. But is he going to be able to capture that magic again, and as a villain in a completely different role? Or is it going to be how he described his return to Marvel would be via the Joe Rogan podcast?
Is the door to Iron Man totally closed? Because I don't believe it is.
Oh.
You guys can go through time now. You can go, you already opened up that door.
Well, let me ask you the question. If I pick the jersey back up and put it on, wouldn't you feel a little bit like, oh,
no.
crap?
No.
Oh.
Here's what I think.
Right.
They go through a few semi-lackluster Avengers movies without you. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
Here's the scene. There's a moment where the world's fate is at stake, and they realize they need a super genius. And then they figure out how to restart that time machine.
Great.
Also, for Marvel in general, is this another shift? One has to ask the question with the hype and push of Doctor Doom as the next major villain, it seems. What has happened to the Kang dynasty? We know the actor that did play Kang is out. They've seemed to have no kind of replacement, and it seems that the Kang dynasty is essentially being pushed into the dustpan. In fact, if I'm being honest, Marvel as a whole feels like it kind of wants to forget the whole TVA and Kang Dynasty era. It's almost like those things were a bad idea from the start, right? We did have this post from Gary Nerdrotic, who was inside Hall H, surprisingly, and was able to see some of the inner workings and goings-on of the current Marvel. And he stated here, Fantastic Four footage looked good. No female Silver Surfer shown, which will always be lame. The Thing looks like the comic book Thing. So with this sudden switch to what seems to be more comic book accurate characters, the hint at the de-escalation of promoting female-only superheroes and female-led superhero movies, while also introducing the return of Robert Downey Jr., seems to show that Marvel might actually be listening to their fans. Or perhaps the ESG money is finally drying up, or not paying the bills enough as getting actual money from paying customers. But whether this is a turning of the page for Marvel or simply a playing of the greatest hits is yet to be shown. Only time will tell if Marvel is going back to their roots of success. But that's just my thoughts on all this. If you have your own thoughts, go ahead and leave them in the comments. If you like this video, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. If you didn't like this video, I appreciate you listening to all of it, and we'll talk to you again later.